Hi, it's Dave here at Elysium Sophia. Here today, chatting to you, all our friends from wherever you're joining us from today, here at our home at Elysium Sophia. Elysium meaning wholeness and well-being, and Sophia, always named after my wonderful daughter, Sophia, who's aka Penny the Panda, who's working the camera and introducing herself and welcoming you to our chat here at our home on this Sunday afternoon bite that's absolutely freezing bite here in the UK. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, we at Elysium Sophia are all about health and well-being, mind and body training, hypnosis, rejuvenation therapy and that type of thing. And we help you to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And if you're not aware, if you're joining us for the first time, then we have also evolved into a chat show. So over the past, 8, 10, 14 weeks now, we've evolved, 16 weeks, probably nearly 4 months now, into a chat show where we invite you into our home to chat about something or anything you want to get off your chest, or just in the style of Jonathan Ross, but a mindful way, to just come and chat. Because that way you're getting things off your chest, and we chat about all sorts here at Elysium Sophia. We chat about how things used to be, one-hit wonders. Of course, we chat about COVID. We've been chatting about the elections with our friends across the pond in America that have been joining us, and anything really you'd like to chat about. Because we obviously have friends all over the world now that are our subscribers, and we love it. So if you're joining us as you usually do, you might be joining us from our friends from the Philippines, from where we have loads and loads of subscribers, and our friends from across there, either working in the Philippines or working from the Philippines, working out in the United Emirates, working out in Saudi Arabia, in Bahrain, or Qatar, or anywhere across the Far East. If you're one of those people in Japan or China or Thailand, we say hi and welcome. And Penny.
Hello everybody, Penny and Panda here from Elysium Sophia. The first person we have is Vegan Realist, who says hi, Dave, you've been shared. So thanks so much for sharing.
Hi Vegan Realist, how are you?
How are you today?
Are you okay?
Thank you so much for sharing our live stream.
Great that you can join us today. And how's things in the wonderful Jorvik city of York? How's things up there? They all right, mate? We were watching the last series of The Last Kingdom last night, all about Vikings, and that was great because it made us think about York, and it keeps popping in with the old names for the old places, which is really good. Anyway, I digress a little bit. If you're joining us from here, like you are from the UK, we say hi. How are you? You might be joining us from somebody that actually knows Sophia close hand and first hand. You might be Jack. Or you might be banging your drum like Dum Diddy Day. Harry banging your drum like Dum Diddy Day. And Harry's mum was here last time. Hopefully enjoying the session as we trip down memory lane. And we were talking about all sorts of music, one-hit wonders, and we just got off on one really. Finished off by talking about Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Tottenham's gonna do it again. They can't stop them, the boys from Tottenham, the boys from White Hart Lane. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. The Kings are claiming the throne. Everybody will be singing when the Spurs go marching up. In the ranks we've got Ozzy Ardiles. He's had a dream for a year or two. One day he's gonna play at Wembley, and his dream is coming true. Ozzy, we're gonna be behind you in the battle man for man. This is a crochet.
Yeah.
We know he's gonna play a blind. And off he went in the cup for Tottenham. Hey, we're talking about Chaz and Dave and that great Ozzy Ardiles.
So we've got Rule Albeen.
Hi.
Rule Abeens,
Hmm?
who says Tamsack Code.
Oh,
So
thank you. How are you?
Thank you so much for the Tamsack Rule, and thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
How are you and what are you joining us from today? Maybe obviously from the Philippines, maybe? And you're welcome to our home again here at Elysium. Yeah, we're chatting again. Good old Ozzy Ardiles. Ozzy's gone to Wembley. His knees have gone all trembly. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. In the cup for Tottenham. We were saying about how funny it was to watch old Ozzy. Because we were talking about football, we're talking about blasts from the past and things we remember fondly. Obviously, you might be Ethan. that's watching us today, from Sophia's friendship group, as it were. You may be Millie or Ava, or you may be Kalal watching us. Kalal joins us and talks about our Gothic side, along with many other people that know fully well that we're very, very Gothic here at Elysium Sophia, and always here up for a conversation to discuss anything that's Gothic, anything that's to do with hypnosis, and also we talk about the Vikings, we talk about culture, we talk about all sorts here. So if you're one of the aforementioned people, hi, how are you?
So we've got Netmon or NET Mon who came before because you've got a jacket.
Okay.
And said, hi, I am from Kerala.
Karana.
Kerala.
Oh, I can't see from there. I can't actually see what's
Kerala.
Cool. Marvellous.
Oh,
That's a newbie for us, so you're welcome. Welcome to our home. You've just joined us.
To give Livestream a thumbs up or a thumbs up. And yeah, thank you.
We're just chatting about all sorts of things, about our Gothic side, about things that go bump in the night, and obviously talking about things that we remember from the past. One of the things we were chatting about the other day, is hence the song there, was Chas and Dave. Rabbit, 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 yep, bunny, 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 jabby, 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 you got wonderful eyes, you got thighs, and I don't mind having a chatter. And all that.
It's Indian.
Indian, oh hi, you're very welcome today. Very, very welcome. Is it male, female, man, woman, boy, girl, fruit, flower? What is it?
Also,
Doesn't really matter, but you're welcome today.
But it might be NET, so I'm just going to say net.
Yeah, and if it is incorrect, then let Sophia know, and then she's going to maybe try and pronounce your name a little bit better. But, so how's things in India today? And how are you getting on with the virus? Because obviously, not so much the virus, but your response to the virus, because you've gone about things a different way, haven't you, in India? Rather than over here, we're going for the care home workers, we're going for the over 80s, and then working down that way. You've gone straight for the younger population in India, from what I can gather, with the vaccination. Again, a different way of doing things, and we talk about things like that here at Elysium. So, and on a lighter note, because obviously we're talking about COVID, we're talking about the floods, we're talking about all the bad things, but also we like to keep it a little bit light-hearted. Hence, why we've just been talking about Chas and Dave, blast from the past. We were talking last time that one of them died last year, unfortunately. Wasn't sure whether it was Chas or whether it was Dave. Obviously, being a bit facetious there, but both great. You couldn't have a cockney knees up without good old Chas and Dave. And I showed Sophia the video of, because she didn't believe it when I sang, Aussie, we're gonna be behind you for the battle, man for man. We know you're gonna play a blind. And little Aussie Ardelis went, in the cup for Tottenham. And she didn't believe he actually said that. I showed her the video and she's like, my God, Daddy, yeah. He did, doesn't he? Funny little man,
So,
Aussie.
Net said God's own country, Kerala.
Cool. God's own country, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Well, now, are you, now, religion-wise, coming from that neck of the woods, as we're very spiritual here at Elysium, we're into meditation and relaxation, hypnosis, Sanskrit. Are you Buddhist? Are you Sanskrit? Are you predominantly Hindu? Are you practicing in any of those religions, Sanskrit or anything like that? Spiritual in any way? And if you are, maybe you can join us on our meditation sessions, and because we very much believe in the power of meditation, the power of the mind. It's one of the ways that we do. I'm a life coach and into hypnosis and life transformation. Mind and body coaching, personal training, call it what you will. And that's what we're predominantly about here at Elysium. But as you know now, we are a chat show too. Gives you the opportunity to join us in our home. And we're usually joined by our regular people, whether that's from the Philippines, our friends from across the pond in America that have been sharing their views at the moment on, excuse me, I've still got a cough from Christmas, which wasn't COVID, but it was bronchitis, and a very bad case of bronchitis that I had, and sinusitis, which has been ebbing and waning all this time. Still hasn't gone and left me with this silly cough. Nearly gone now. A lot better than it was, but it's still there. So if I do cough, I will try and cough into my arm so you don't get it across the camera. But obviously, just tongue-in-cheek there. But if you're joining us today, how are you? And do you remember? Do you remember the Aussie Ardelis situation? We're talking about that, obviously, because it's Cup football day today. We saw Man City go through yesterday. But Cheltenham, was it? Yeah, against Cheltenham. All the big build up there, and Cheltenham doing really well. I think that Cheltenham were winning 1-0 in that game. And then obviously I think they just turned the... It's okay. Sophia can't feel her toe. It's there because I can see it, but she can't feel it. Yeah, keep it warm, my darling. But it is one of those days today, isn't it? And hopefully it's not going to be like the last one, because, you know, sharing this with you came off our last live and then blamed us.
Amazing, yeah.
I don't know how that works, but I can almost say some gormless dude came out with his brush and a very funny beard and started shouting and causing all sorts of mayhem. So if you're out there and you'd like to, come to the window and, speak to us personally, that'd be really nice. But, some buffoon coming out there and, apparently somebody coming down the road and boom. Luckily nobody was hurt in it.
The dirt is gone.
Yeah, but what was that? Still it bang?
Yeah.
Good, that one, darling. You think that of yourself, though? All I was pleased about was nobody was hurt. So somebody could have been hurt by this idiot coming at full pelt down the road and bump. It doesn't matter that our car was damaged, because at the end of the day, nobody was hurt. So if there's nobody hurt and we had done absolutely nothing wrong, then why blame us? A bit annoyed about that, but hey ho, Peter Quince, we move on and we digress and breathe and move forward. But yeah, nobody was hurt, only our car, which was, is still in dock, being sorted out as we speak. We don't see us complaining about that. We weren't going out saying, which idiot banged our car? Might have been the lady from the shop. Banged your car! You say so! We were talking about it this morning. We went to a great health store in Meadowhall. New sign, health store in Meadowhall. We're talking about to the lady there, because I had to get some more ginger wine. Some more ginger wine. And we were saying about this old crone that works in the, not just a drugstore, a super drugstore. You know, the one I told you about before. The social shop. We talk about her every time, because it's so funny talking about her, because she's such an old crone. If you are new to us, you'll not know what I'm talking about. But if you aren't new to us, you'll know that I talk about this lady, if indeed she is a lady. We talk about her on a regular basis, because, well, we're in lockdown week 4 now, hence the title of the show today. But when we first went into lockdown, we didn't know which shops are essential shops. And I say that because we went to the counter. We said, excuse me, my fair lady, could you tell us, are you staying open during lockdown then? And she started going on, cackling, and she said, yeah, we're essential shop.
Well, yeah.
Essential shop, are we? Sell paracetamol. We sell paracetamol. Of course, essential shop. Every essential shop sell paracetamol. Okay, calm down. As it happens, wow, calm down. Only asking a question. How's about that then? Old crone, going balmy. This old crone kicking off. And she's like, sorry, James Saville came in there, I don't know why. The ghost of the horrible man that was. Is that man again? I wish he'd come in and say something. Off you pop, you boom. But anyway, very interesting. This old crone that works at not just the drugs. It's not just drug shop. Right. It's not just drugs. It's super drug. And yeah, the lady that was working in Holland and Barrett.
Right, just quickly.
Said yes, I know the lady you're talking about.
We're not saying we go to any drugstores.
No, we're not. No, we're not advocating PEDs or anything like that.
Drugs aren't super.
No, drugs. Say no to drugs. As the guys from Grange Hill said, say no to drugs every time.
But it's a certain place,
and it's in Meadowhall, and it sells all sorts.
We don't say anymore.
And it's a super drugstore. And it's got an old crone there that works there that says, "Well, say so." And she's off her nut, totally. But yeah, it's quite funny when we're going. I must go and plague her again and say something else to her.
Yeah.
Because she keeps asking me if I want. You know how we say this every time, but on the side of the counter they have crap. To entice crap is a terminology for useless rubbish that you don't need or want. Like she said to me, you have essential, you have that £14.99. Do you want some shampoo?
I was saying,
do I look like I need shampoo?
You know how they say say you bought some I don't know, say you bought a hairbrush.
Coffee, a hairbrush as I would, yeah.
So you bought a hairbrush, and then they'll say, would you like to buy 2 for... she goes, sorry, good then
point.
Imagine if she said, kept going on like
Kept going on.
Like
Yeah, because she's bonkers, she might say, you got a hairbrush, you get 59 pence each, get 4 for £6.
Yeah,
26 for £18.19. Get 300 airbuses for £1,000. She just goes on and on and on. It's like, look, I don't want them. You get
597,000
Joe Curly Bowley. You get buy chocolate for £1. Get 10 bars of chocolate for £20.
Yeah.
Get a full selection boxes, 29 selection boxes for £1,000.
You go to buy a
shampoo
thing, and then they say, would you like to buy another one for so-and-so?
Yeah, it's great. I'm sorry, I'm not advertising here, but you know Holland and Barrett are brilliant.
Oh.
It was like the last time we went there, it's like a bottle of... I'll go in there and I say, excuse me, fair maiden, could I have a bottle of your best ginger wine? Ginger wine. And she goes, yeah, that'll be $5.99, $6.99. But you get another bottle. And she said to Sophia, go and get yourself another bottle. And Sophia said to me, ooh, another bottle. I said, well, I need one. We're all right, thank you. She said, no, you get another for a penny. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
Hey, I was betting quids in there. So you go in and buy, buy something. And it was, buy something from Holland and Barrett. It's penny sale. Hey, you sign penny sale. Penny the Panda. But, it was strange because obviously we went in, what should have been another £6 for something, got it for a penny. Hey, how about that then? That was about that then. That is amazing, isn't it? Going for something that usually costs... and I know you don't think this is exciting, guys, but I'm really impressed with that. Because obviously I went in, I don't know, if you go for something for $5.99, which we did, bought something for $5.99, and then she said, if you want to get yourself another one, how much is that? It's a penny. Yes, we'll have two. No, you can't. No, that's not how it works. You can't have two more for 2p. You only have one for the extra penny. She'd be all right, the super drug, wouldn't she? Do you want an extra one for a penny? Yeah, I'll have an extra one. Can we have two, please? Yeah, it's another $14.99 over that. Oh, confusing, wouldn't she? But anyway, yes, that was great. So I've got my ginger wine, which I'm going to be having after I've had my tea in my daddy cool. Daddy cool. Another farmer gone past. I just love farmers. Everywhere you go around here, they're full of flu. Oh, I'm a farmer drinker. I am a farmer drinker. I drinks it all of the day. Warry. I'm going to really peed off with farmers, mate, all over the place. Well, I am actually, though, because they're like, it's like words of gummits everywhere. And the people around here sometimes, I'm convinced they're some kind of vigilantes, mate. We go out, we're really nice people, minding our own business, and the area is full of vigilantes. Kind of like Ku Klux Klan, but not actually after coloured people. They anybody that's slightly different and half-educated, they don't like them. They come out with big... run after you like witchcraft. It's not, we like witchcraft. It's not even witchcraft. And if it was witchcraft, I'd enjoy it.
It's like...
But it feels like they've got pitchforks out, and it's like, oh, there he is. And they come out. They're all dense. They're all stupid. And if anybody doesn't, they all gang up. And they all come out like they're all inbred and all sort of like deranged. And, they come out and say, who's that there? And they come out they might as well come out with a white coat on, a white smock, a white pointy hat, and carrying a flame and go, get out, get out, get out. And it's like, whoa, And that's what they're like. And they're usually led by farmers, driving tractors. I don't know. Tractor boys. We got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. We got 40 acres and you got 43. Horse. I got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the... What you want then? You be wanting a newspaper? Oh, I wish I could, but I can't read. Come on. And they've all been hit with ugly sticks, haven't they? All right, farmer, here's your ugly stick. Ooh, all right then. And, they're all... I've got a bit of a beard growing on, but some of them, flipping heck, not like beards, they're like, oh, dear. I don't know. I just don't... anyway, goons they are. Proper goons. Pardon?
Sorry.
Oops, apologising to me there. What did I say? There's something wrong. But I digress, but in a fun way. They're kind of like getting on my nerves a little bit now. They could just stare at you when you go out. Who be that walking down my street? He be getting something from the shop. What he be getting out of his caravan? Oh, potatoes. Are they magic potatoes? They're just like strange. They watch you.
Yeah.
When you get out of your car, they go,
That is...
what be he doing now? I be wondering what he's doing. I reckon he'll be up to no good. And they're just, I don't know. It's like, who's using the family brain cell? And, they've all, their mother's uncle's dog is their Auntie Brian's uncle's neighbour's horse riding friend that went off with a goat. I don't know. It's just like, anyway, very, very strange people they are. But anyway, I do digress. But yeah, we keep seeing them because where we are at the moment, it's funny because they come out, very, very strange. Excuse me. Do you remember the well, it's still on, isn't it? Midsummer Murders. I'm sure they set it here. Was it the postman? Was it the farmer? Was it? Oh, who was it? I reckon it was the old lady at number 25. And they're not even from that area. They're from, they're not even, they're not even from Cornwall, or Midsummer. But yeah, wear strange clothes as well. They do, don't they?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's like, I'm going hiking today. Where's my fourth? They're just not right in the head. And if they're right in their head, then I don't want to be. It's one of those situations, Excuse me, you okay? What? And it's bad enough, but anyway, I do digress. Oh, there's another one there, look. There he is. They just keep coming past, and yeah, I don't know. So what be all this electricity going on? It's called electricity. Yeah, that's what it is. Lighting. But anyway, c'est la vie. Enough said enough the fairy. As enough gets involved in all of our fairy conversations around here. But yeah, so how are you? Anything happening nice today? It's a Sunday. And it's a Sunday here in the UK. Very cold. Got up this morning, -2. Went to Meadowhall, still -2. Put the car away, still -2. And apparently it's going to snow this evening. But again, it's too cold to snow. What do you mean it's too cold to snow? Too cold to snow? Where did that old wives' tale come from? They do say strange things like that, don't they? It's too cold to snow. No, it's not. Snow is ice, which is cold and wet, and it freezes.
What, so they're going to say, it's going to snow when it's warm?
It's warming up, it's going to snow. Yeah. That's what they say. They do. They say, it's -2 now, it's 1 degree now. Oh, it's going to snow. Why is it? Well, it's warming up. No, it's not. The weather's getting better, maybe. But again, we do digress because they're the type of things we talk about here at Elysium. People say things that are just strange.
Say, for example, it was -2 degrees.
Yeah, if it was -2, it was icy and cold.
And then it changed to 0 degrees.
Yeah, they'd say, it's warming up, it's going to snow.
Yeah.
Too cold to snow today.
Whereas if it went to -3.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but darling, as you're saying, yeah, exactly, my darling. When you're in, when you're in Cyprus, when we're in our lovely second home, can you just sort the pizza out, my darling? When we're in Cyprus, when it's warm, we don't say, it's warm here, it's going to snow. It's got better chance of snowing in the UK when it's -2 than when it's warm in Cyprus at 30 degrees. Oh, it's going to snow, it's getting warmer. No, it's not. Isn't it? I was just saying, my darling, thank you, the pizza has arrived, and we put it on one side while later. I'm floating on the back of a giant anchovies. We were just saying that it's too cold to snow.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to warm up, then it's going to snow. Hang on a second, when we're in Cyprus then, if it's 32 degrees, the first thing I think of, it's getting warmer. Looks like it's going to snow.
Yeah, no.
Yet back home in the UK, it's -2. It's not going to snow there. It's too cold to snow. But in Cyprus, it's getting warmer, so hey, looks like a bit of snow.
It's getting warm, so it's going to snow.
Yeah, how bizarre was it? But anyway...
That's like saying it's getting lighter, so it's going to be night time.
It's getting lighter, so that means it's getting towards dark time, tea time. That's another thing farmers do, isn't it? What time is it? I don't know, it'll be about time to go home, I think. My belly rumbles, so it's tea time. They don't have watches, do they? They say, it's light, so it's time to get up. Dark, so it's time to go to bed. And we would... Yeah, they haven't got our... Wurzel had my watch. And we were doing something home learning the other day. It was great because we were talking about that the other day, about unrequited love of a farmer.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. I couldn't breathe there for a second. Yeah, we were doing the unrequited love of a farmer. And it was all about this type of thing, these ugly farmers, wasn't it? Come along. Will you marry me? No, you won't. I won't marry you at all. I can't. It's a... So if she went to the grandfather's chest and bought him a pair of the very, very best, and the farmer put them on. Oh, sweet, sweet maid, oh, willy, willy me, with your musket, pipe and drum. Oh, no, sweet maid, I will not marry you, for I have no pants to put on. So off she went to her grandfather's chest, and she bought him a pair of the very, very best. She bought him a pair of the very, very best, and the farmer put them on. Oh, oh, sweet maid, I cannot marry you, for I have no hat to put on. So off she went to her grandfather's chest, and bought him a hat, silly hat, of the very, very best, and the farmer put it on. Oh, oh, sweet maid, I cannot marry you, for I have no shoes to put on. So, another nutter there, look. So off they went to her grandfather's chest, and bought him a pair of the very, very best. You know, all that kind of stuff.
Look at that.
I know, I wish I could turn it round and show you these two turnips walking down here. But it's, yeah. But it was all on about unrequited love, wasn't it? Why won't you marry me? Because you're ugly. You stink, you look like Wurzel Gummidge, and you're 40 years older than me. Is that enough? I don't understand why this gorgeous lady, who's very young, won't marry me. Let's think about that one, shall we? Let's think, and we were doing a study on it, weren't we? An English piece of work. The Farmer's Wife, was it? The Farmer Wants a Wife. The Farmer Wants Bride. Farmer's Bride, that's it. I forget who it's by now, but The Farmer's Bride. All about you, I think of you all day, I do. And she's like, and she runs off, as you would do if this freak came after you. I'm a freak, get back, you bad lad. Wurzel's off. Wurzel's got his killing head on, and he's off. Yeah, she runs off into the fields. The green goose asleep in the field. And the farmer's, I'll get you. Why are you running away from me? Why? I'm like, well, you know, it's not rocket science, is it? You is ugly, mate.
You said you'd run away as you would do if a farmer was running at
you. I gonna get you, I am. But anyway, yeah, it's me and the farmer get on fine. I'm hungry where they drink bottles of wine. If I do my best, he'll treat me well, and if I don't, he'll give me hell. Although it's hard work, no play, the farmer is a lucky chap. Although God loves his wife and kids, Jesus gave the farmer too much, but he'll let you probably know. I just don't know. Me and the farmer like brother, like sister, getting on like hand and blister. Me and the farmer, rah rah. The great Paul Heaton there of the Beautiful South, which was originally the House Martins. Just sprang to mind there when I'm talking about these flowers. And the Wurzels, a blast from the past. I am a cider drinker. I drinks it all, when the moon shines on the cowshed, and the night is on the run. Always tried to steal my power, and I know my life has done. I am a cider drinker. Anyway, we digress, but I just wanted to share that with you, because it was something that was, you know, sort of like, really starting to bog me a little bit, that. But,
hey, Creepy,
Creepy! Oh, you just missed a lot there, mate.
Creepy said, hey, Bro, everyone.
Yo!
Hi, Creepy, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Creepy, mate. We've just had a little session there, mate. I've just calmed me down, taking a few...
Creepy said, at 12 a.m. here, I'm making egg and toast, haha. So
are you? Oh, my word. I don't, 12 a.m. Yeah, 12 a.m., so it's 12. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's just 12 o'clock at night, isn't it? Yeah, it's morning time. We're just talking about farmers, mate.
No worry.
Do you remember them?
No worry.
No worries. No, I'm not worried about it, mate. We're just on about unrequited love from farmers. We've just been saying, you know, after we left our last session here, I'll let Sophia tell you because I can have a bit of a drink of coffee now.
So this is not a funny story, but it is quite funny. Just missing the baked beans, haha.
We just did the session, then went for a run, didn't we?
Yeah. So basically, this isn't funny. What is funny?
Well, just a bit.
So you tell them.
But basically, we were just saying that some idiot came down the road and ploughed into our car.
After our last live,
we went for a little training bit, didn't we? And then we came back and we heard this big outside the house. And lo and behold, all hell had broken loose out there. Our car was totaled, smashed up. Somebody had gone round the corner and hit it. and then said, I didn't see it. And the rest was history. And we were just saying then that we got on from there, we digressed and said that where we live at the moment, where we are, is surrounded by farmers. And they're all bonkers. The people where we live are like vigilantes. They come out with it. They might as well be KK Clay on their hats, but not necessarily just after ethnicity. They're just strange.
Phoebe said, "Well, that ain't good." I know.
It's not good at all, mate. And then they come out then, and they're like vigilantes, and they all stick together. They're all bumpkins, They come out, they go, "Oh, that's that. Oh, so you buy." And they're all strange creatures that come out, and vigilante type, come out with like torches and who's that there then? It makes Midsummers from Midsummer Murders look like inner city riots. They're strange types of people. And we were just saying that we got on digressed onto farmers, and they're really the vein of our life at the moment because they just we were talking about the way they are and the way you are and you are. And if you go back over I'll not repeat it for people that have obviously did watch it first time round, but we're just on a roll. Talking about why don't you like me? Unrequited love from these gentlemen. And we were just saying that we're reading a story at a poem at school with Sophia's home learning. It's about unrequited love. Why doesn't the young lady want to marry the farmer? Okay, you come out here. Why are you running away? You are. Well, you make your own mind up why they shouldn't want to marry him. Toothless crow. And it was unrequited love for the farmer. It's been quite good. We've enjoyed writing that one, but it's been like, well, why do you think she doesn't want to marry him? And it was called. Is it called the Farmer's? What is it we're looking at?
Yeah, the Farmer's Bride.
The Farmer's Bride. It's basically about this young girl who's really attractive and really nice, and she's very, very young, and she's been told she has to marry this old farmer. And he runs after her with his pitchfork and says, "Why don't you fight me?" And it's all about pardon. It's all about what, madam? It's all about saying, well, why is it unrequited love? The fact that she's, I don't know, 16 and he's, 74. And he's, I got to offer you lots of things, I can. And he's just weird. He's just strange. And again, he probably lives in the village where we are at the moment, Probably does.
She runs away from him in a field.
He does what?
She runs away from him.
She does. She runs away, almost, and it's the connotations about unrequited love, and it's in a sonnet form, so it's really, really interesting. But it's it's not rocket science. Is why she's running away, because she doesn't want to marry a scarecrow, basically. And the guy in the field that is the scarecrow is better looking, and he is. Well, the scarecrow in the field is better looking and more interesting than the guy she's been told she's got to marry.
Yeah.
And we ask ourselves, why doesn't she want to marry him? It's what, madam?
Yeah, she's already married.
She's already married, yeah, but why she should have married him in the first place, I don't know. But like Poldark meets Tessa the D'Urbervilles, I suppose. Things were different then, weren't they? And thank goodness now that we banned things like that. And we don't automatically presume that a nice, fair-haired maiden at the age of 16 would like to marry some baboon wielding a pitchfork just because he has land and can talk like but saying that, I must rewatch Poldark again just to remember some of these things in a bizarre sort of way. We were reminiscing again. I don't really call that one creepy with Sophia.
Creepy said long.
I know. We were reminiscing on the last one. We were reminiscing, and I was showing Sophia something about Ozzy Ardiles. Remember Ozzy Ardiles? Because of the football at the moment, and I was singing the song. On the ranks we've got Ozzy Ardiles, Chaz and Dave. We got a dream for a year or two. One day he's gonna play at Wembley. Now his dream is coming true. Ozzy, we're gonna be behind you on the battleman for man. We know he's gonna play a blind. And then Ozzy went, in the cup for Tottenham. Hey! And I was singing that, and Sophia said, did he really say that?
Yeah,
And I was laughing. And I played it for her the other night just to let her see. And yeah, it's true. In the cup for Tottenham. Hey! And great. Ozzy's gone to Wembley. His knees have gone all trembly. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. And it was great. Just we were reminiscing, weren't we, about all sorts, and that was one of the things that came up.
Ruby said, haha, oh dear.
I know, Ozzy's gone to Wembley, his knees have gone all trembly. Yeah, the great Chaz and Dave at their best. Rabbit, 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 yep, bunny, 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 jabber, you got beautiful eyes, you got thighs, and I don't mind having a chat, but you have to keep giving it, that's how you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it? I told you about that. Ian's gone, hasn't he?
Oh no!
Ian's gone. You know, she's come along, telling him he's a bomb. And he's had to go. Poor Ian. Ian's off, isn't he?
Right.
All trying to kill him. You like Ian, don't you, my darling?
You know, yeah.
Ian Beale. Hello, Ian.
No, I didn't want to.
Hey. The reason we say that is because we're on about, what's her name again, on Coronation Street?
Yasmin.
Yasmin. She's like, Ian Beale, what are you doing? You're like my late husband.
Well,
You're
she
not
didn't
very
really
nice.
do that,
You know.
I don't think she thinks that.
She does.
Well,
She does. She
you
sits
know.
there watching the telly and hurling abuse at Ian Beale.
You know.
But Ian, they've all been trying to kill Ian Beale. Probably one of the obviously for lots of reasons a character in EastEnders that unfortunately has been accused of everything lately. Yeah, he's got to leave now. He's gone away. Remember last time he disappeared and turned into a tramp, lived on the streets.
Oh yeah.
He grew a massive beard. It looked like the guy that was giving me abuse the other day. But he's grown this, last time he disappeared and went and lived as a troll or a tramp in the street.
Yeah, well, this isn't going to happen this time.
And this time I don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen this time. Ian Beale is definitely on his way out. And I did read something the other day that said they may be writing him out, but they're not writing him out because he's got a view to he could come back at any time. As usually happens with the soaps. Not actually kill him off, which is good. But Ian and what's her name, Sharon. I mean, match made in heaven, that one, isn't it? And clearly Phil, not happy with it, mate. And what do they call him? Mick, has got a daughter to this crazy Scottish woman, or whatever she is. And that storyline's been good as well on EastEnders. Emmerdale getting quite good at the moment. Because we're all hoping that guy gets his comeuppance, that's seeing Debbie.
Oh, yeah.
And also
Priya.
Priya. Oh, great. Thanks for remembering that, my darling. You do. Something does go to that nice, wonderful little head of yours. Priya.
I do know some things.
This two-timing rat bag is two-timing Priya.
By the way,
Do you get that over there, Creepy?
We're
Do
not
you still get
talking
Emmerdale?
about Priya when we say two.
No, I'm not talking about Priya. I love Priya. She's great. And
Creepy,
Debbie.
We've got a question.
Creepy.
for you.
Yeah. Do you get EastEnders? Silly question. It's not like you've not gone back to the 1940s. You've gone to live in
Sorry,
Philippines.
I'm back
Do you
now.
get?
Got my egg on toast.
Oh, great.
That's good. So we've got a question for you, Creepy.
Do you get EastEnders on a regular basis in the Philippines? Do you get the I don't know because we did in Cyprus, didn't we? We're doing Cyprus. We're not on main telly, obviously, but obviously on the phone or on some kind of like channel.
Device?
Some device, yeah. So you might get some device. Do you follow the soaps over there? And do you get EastEnders or do you get Corrie? Do you get Emmerdale? Do you still manage to keep abreast of what's happening in Soapland here in the UK, or do you not give a monkey's nads? So you're not bothered. Do you think, not bothered? Soap's a soap. We were talking about Neighbours and Home and Away the other day. I introduced Sophia to soaps from Australia. Yeah. Why are you leaving me? And we were saying that Soapland in Australia is not what it used to be. The Neighbours is not quite the same. And Home and Away, not quite the same as it used to be. I used to be a classic example. Now, come on, I'm not saying it because she's put on a little tad of weight here, but Rebecca Amagulu, yeah, I used to love her in Home and Away.
Right.
When I was growing up, I was Rebecca Amagulu. I saw her now, and she's just not the same anymore. I'm sure she's still the same person inside, but it took me ages to work out who it was, and I thought, whoa, things are changing.
Creepy said, no, they're mainly American channels like Travel Channel, Fox,
Are they?
Filipino channels. The only British channel we got is BBC News worldwide, but it focuses worldwide, not just on the UK.
Oh my word!
Oh my word.
Dear. So do you not get anything on devices? Can you not
Can you not
get
like get it on your phone?
get on your phone
or
and watch Emmerdale or watch something on your phone or something? How's it work over there? I don't know. It would drive me balmy if all I got was the news. But I tell you what is good though, when we go back to Cyprus, it's great. Because we like to watch Cypriot TV. We like to watch the Cypriot soaps. And kind of like
really
make our own
good,
story up, you know. So what's that? Because they're almost the same as ours, but you know, there's a wicked villain and there's a good-looking one. And there's a troll farmer, isn't there? There's also you know same kind of thing, and the same. It's almost the same storyline, but just in a different language. And it doesn't take much to pick it up, but you've got the Cypriot version.
Well, when you say pick it up,
yeah, you're going to pick it up. You know that's the bad man, that's the good man, that's the good-looking woman, that's the woman who hasn't got any friends. That's the.
We don't have subtitles, you see, on most of them, so we kind of pick up the
make our own story.
Like when I go to Philippine chats,
yeah.
when I pick up Philippines.
Yeah.
So Grim said, I tried getting the BBC app and the ITV app, but you need to put in a number and address and TV license number.
Oh right.
Oh,
yeah. Flipping out. Yeah, you don't realise, do you? All these
so
strange things that you have to do.
British TV,
yeah, well, sometimes you're missing out. Sometimes you're not, mate. All you need to do is go down to the beach and forget about it.
You know, when I go to Philippine chats, I pick up different words, I pick up different phrases.
And that's what you do in lots of your programmes.
When we go on holiday,
you pick up Cypriot there, don't
you? You know, because we kind of watch. It's usually the same thing.
It's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, it seems every time we go. It's I don't know what they call it, but it's this specific Cypriot soap opera we watch. Yeah, we pick it up. We can be away from Cyprus for like 3 months or something. Go back, we just pick it up.
The beach here is 8 hours away.
Is it? Oh my word! Not even got that then, mate, have you? Just humidity and cockroaches and
oh my God.
insects on sticks. Oh dear. I know. It's like
so
in the middle. They must be right in the middle, madame. Away from the coast.
Right,
That's all.
Okay. So
you know?
it's not. Is it?
It's not on the coast.
You don't get. Is it really hot then? Is it?
So, but yeah, is it really humid then where you are? Creepy.
Because I
Is
can
it?
imagine if you're not by the beach,
Then it would be. It's like when we go to Cyprus, we always stay in Paphos, which is on the harbour, which you get the breeze. You see. But in Nicosia, you're boiling.
Creepy said, "All right, it's laundry."
Yeah.
I've got a blow-up toddler swimming pool. Look.
A what?
A blow-up toddler swimming pool.
Oh, well, that's all right then, mate. That'll be okay. You can either wash your clothes in it or go for a little bit back stroke, can't you? Yeah, that'll be all right. That. But it's it's very very strange when you think about how warm it is. I mean, when we go to Cyprus, back to Cyprus, we can go to Nicosia, and it can be 40 degrees in Nicosia.
It can be, but sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's, I'm sure other things make up for it, mate. We stay in Paphos, where it's always 2 or 3 degrees. A bit more of a breeze because it's on the coast and on the harbour. But it can be 30. Last time we were there, it was 34, 35 in Paphos.
Yeah.
But it was 43 in Nicosia, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And so obviously it was Scorchio in Nicosia, and the people from Nicosia were coming to the harbour, weren't they?
We went at one point when there was a heat wave.
Yes, we did. It was great. We're having a heat wave.
At one point
Tropical
we went
heat
on holiday.
wave.
It was a heat wave, so it was really hot.
And we were talking hot.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I don't know about Philippine hot, but you know, this was like 40. What was it? 46, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
was
Scorchio.
really,
And there were the bushfires, you know, Skippy blossom past from the bushfire. It's great how they always seem to think it's good to drive over in a helicopter with a bag of water and drop it on.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a big bucket. It's really funny to watch, isn't it?
Landed on your
On your head.
On your head.
Yeah. It's like they fly around, don't they? They always think, right, off we go, let's get the buckets out. And they come on with these helicopters, big whirly bird in the sky. That's just a man standing there. And boom, water everywhere.
Said, what makes it worse is the streets are like one-way streets, and all the houses are literally touching each other.
Oh wow, yeah,
Wow,
yeah. So yeah, and it's hot and humid. Yeah, you're not painting a good picture here, mate.
I can just imagine it in my head. Just really hot. You just
hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know there must be. So what is the best thing? Right, creepy.
Right.
Put you on the spot. What is the best thing about living in the Philippines for you?
Yeah.
And okay, you can say your wife if you want, and that'll get you some brownie points, mate. But if you don't say that, which obviously that comes as past anyway, but apart from your wife, yeah, what is the best thing about yourself living in the Philippines? You know, what is the best thing? What do you enjoy most about living in the Philippines? Yep, right. The answer's on a postcard and send it to Dave at Elysium Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah. let us know. Yeah, let us know now or within the next 2 or 3 minutes. That'd be good, wouldn't it? While you're eating your beans on toast or whatever.
No beans.
No beans, just toast.
Egg on toast.
Egg on toast. Sorry, I thought you said you were just warming the beans earlier.
No, you said that we haven't got any beans.
Oh my word, things are getting rough, aren't they? Food parcel coming your way. Hey! Creepy.
So,
go on, we're waiting in anticipation for Creepy. What's the best thing about living in the Philippines? If you're watching from Heidi in the Wings, where you live, what's the best thing about living in where you live?
If you were trying to convince us to come and stay in the Philippines, what would you say?
Living in a manila envelope. I don't know. What is it? What's the best thing that you enjoy? What is the best thing for you about living in the Philippines? Yeah. What? Obviously, I know what attracted you there in the first place. But what is it that you really enjoy? And if you were to move from the Philippines back to Blighty, back to the UK, what would you miss? Yeah, great. What would you miss? And anybody else that's watching, you might just say, if you're, I don't know, if you're Millie or Ava or something, what is the best thing about living in Penistone? What is the best thing about living, I don't know, it's not quite the same, is it?
Yeah.
What do you enjoy most about living in Cudworth?
What would you say?
Yeah, I don't know. Tractors, farmers. No, get out.
What is the best thing about living in the Philippines?
Yeah, and we'll give you a few more minutes to think about that one.
I know I'm going to read it in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of coming over. What would you tell me there?
Yeah.
So, Creep said, to be honest, mate, everything. It's cheap in some cases. Some is high priced. For example, 200 cigarettes is $20, like £15. Food is cheap, the culture, the way of life, the experience, and plenty of other things.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean
that would convince me.
That would convince me. I think, my darling. Yeah, it's and obviously
and the heat as well.
The what?
The heat.
The heat.
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, the heat. But I mean, we're like that at the moment. Very much about Cyprus, our second home. We love to get out there. We love to get back home. But then when we're back home, we've been back for like 3 weeks. We want to get back to Cyprus again. So it's the ideal situation, wouldn't it be, to have a place in both places? Because I wouldn't like to emigrate. But I would happily have as we do. Well, look at that guy, his door open. What's he doing? Driving around. There's a farmer with his door open. They're actually getting out. They wonder why they smash things up. Have a look, my darling, see what he's doing. He drove around that corner there with his door wide open.
Oh, yeah, he just stopped.
Has he just stopped now? Has he just flung open? I know, he will do. And then he blame me.
Yeah.
He'll say, he banged into your car then. Your fault for parking it there. Is what? Oh, he will be, yeah.
Getting out.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you know something? Years ago now, we had a similar experience.
Oh, my God.
And I'm not name dropping. We like our nice cars, as you can imagine. But our pride and joy was our Porsche Boxster. Pillow box red. Yeah, this is the nub of it all. The colour was pillow box red, okay? Everybody listening here.
You all need to listen to
now, this pillow box red car, Porsche, yeah?
Sorry, I just want to read this quickly. Creepy said, and if you go to the beaches, my God, postcard perfect. You would have never seen anywhere so perfect. Clean, crystal turquoise waters.
Yeah.
Glass white sand softer than feathers brushing against your skin.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
right, it sounds like a beautiful, marvellous place that you're living in, mate.
You've got to listen to this.
We were just saying about, picture the scene, okay? Yeah. We have our pride and joy, Porsche Boxster convertible, pillow box red. I have to say it one more time just so you really enjoy. Pillow box red. So it's pillow box. In fact, no, I tell a lie. They called it Guards Red.
Yeah.
And they call it Guards Red, not pillow box red, Guards Red, because as you know, the Guards uniform. So it's pretty bright, isn't it, mate? Pretty bright. And we were going training, myself and Sophia, and I was taking Soph to a training session. What's happening, my darling?
There's no internet in a minute.
Oh dear. As it stops again, I'd hate to continue and then lose the stories back on again. Okay, my darling. So we parked at the other side, and we were watching a video of Sophia training while we were waiting. Just so there we are, pillow box, Guards Red, Porsche Boxster, beautiful thing it was. Sitting there watching a video of Sophia training, with it so far. Chat. Then all of a sudden, we see a car driving around that way. Coming round, thinking, I hope he doesn't come too close to our car. It's quite a way off. the next minute, as we're sitting there, he actually, and this is the scene. Straight across the car.
Creepy said snorkeling the waters of the tropical fish, and you can see the bottom of the sea floor.
Oh,
50
wow.
meters down. Oh God, I would love to live on the beach.
Oh, no.
Who said God's red have changed their colour slightly now.
Yeah, it may have done, mate, but this still
It's
red
not red
Porsche was still.
anymore,
Yeah,
huh?
but Guards red. This Guards red was definitely red.
It's
So
not red
anyway,
anymore.
so we're sat there looking, and you can imagine coming around the front of the Porsche, and it goes across our car, and there's nothing else there, just this
No,
car.
yeah.
Nobody else in the
There's
car
no
park.
other cars there.
It's like a fly who is attracted to the light.
There's literally just our car there.
And we're sat there going,
Yeah.
now, my first response was quite alarming. And a few choice words kind of like came out that Sophia had never heard before. Questioning this guy's parentage and all sorts, you can imagine. And got out the car and went like
Creepy
that.
said, ooh, I cringe with that.
Oh, yeah, just a bit. So I got out the car ready to punch him down the throat. She was like, what are you doing? And then this.
What I was saying was the point was we were the only car.
Yeah, we're the only car in the car
so
park.
I-
And there were loads of space between us. Anyway, we digress. But anyway, this old guy then gets out of the car and goes, oh. Yeah, I thought, I was about that then. Now then, wasn't Jimmy Savile? I said, I'm going to smash your Porsche. Wow, I was about that then. Jimmy, I smashed your Porsche. Wow. No, I didn't do that. He just went, oh, like that. And we went, and you know how all your anger then turns to like anger, but then like, oh my God, how can I shout at this 90-year-old lunatic? And he got out and he went, oh, he did a dance, hey, Macarena, in front of the car. And then he said, I'm sorry, oh. And I thought, Allahu Akbar. Went off on one, didn't he? Went off on one, was shouted, summoning the gods from somewhere. And I said, you all right, you okay? And because of course then, it doesn't matter about our beautiful God's red Porsche, that's got a big scratch down the front that's like dead now. Are you okay, my funny little man? And he's like, I'm very sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Well, sit down before you die, So we kind of went across and made sure he was okay. The next thing, his wife came out of the shop and went, what have you been doing now? Oh, massive boo. Anyway, it was hilarious, no, not. But anyway, so clearly the rest was history. It's totally totaled the Porsche,
No,
which
but
will never
I'm
same
just
again.
going to repeat this one more time.
Yeah, go on.
We were the only
Only gay in the village. We were, weren't we? Parking there,
were the
minding our own
only
man.
car
Yeah.
in the car park.
Yeah. Sitting there, and he just came across, and we were just watching a video, and literally he had a side runner to his car. He was a 4x4, and he just, and it sliced the front end of the car, and the rest history. It was a write-off. The Porsche Boxster, which isn't good. All we have now are photographs of this wonderful Porsche Boxster that is now in the Porsche garage in the sky. But it just goes to show it, doesn't it? That was one example of, I don't know why I got on talking about that then, but
Creepy said should have got it on camera to put it on YouTube. It would have gone viral.
Oh, it would have,
Oh
mate.
my God, it would, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
absolutely.
word! But we were actually watching a video at the same time. It's not, it's not something you think, is it? I'll just video this old guy because I'm sure he's going to total my Porsche. I didn't think about that, mate.
Did you actually, Creepy?
He did what?
He's only just got our notification to say we're live right
Oh
now.
wow, that's crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bonkers. But yeah, it was just. Why did I digress telling that story? Because I'm sad. I like
we
talking
were
about old
talking
people.
about
I
the
don't-
car outside.
Oh yeah, the car outside coming down as he's just driven
No,
down
but
there.
literally
Some village
we were the
idiot
only
farmer,
car
and he's come down there.
in the car park, and then someone had to drive into it. Yeah, that's why I missed you all, guys. I know.
Yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
bonkers, isn't it? So yeah, so we're just saying because the car's just driven down there and the
So
door
we
open.
were-
The only car in the village.
So I'm gonna talk now. So
Anyway.
if you were going somewhere and you were driving out of a car park and there was one bright red car in that car park,
Would you try and go
Would
past
you-
it and smash it up?
would you A, drive past the car because there is no other car in the car park?
Yeah, good,
Or
yeah.
would you B, smash straight into
Yeah.
the only car?
And so there's a car there, and there's a way down there, and then some spaces. A way down there, some spaces. A way down there, and spaces.
Oh, I'll tell you a story regarding a Porsche.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah, we should anticipate anticipation with that one. But yeah, it was our pride and joy because we like our nice cars, but
and it's not like I couldn't see it either because it was bright.
and it was the afternoon. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon
It was light.
and sunny. Well, not that sunny that you couldn't see,
Yeah.
but it was it was the jaw dropping moment.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, has that just happened?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it has, and that's why they don't like us up here, isn't it? I think these farmers, because they don't like posh cars and they don't like people who are educated or bouncing off at that university. They don't like people like that, do they? They like people who look like Wurzel Gummidge and smell of poo.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was based in Germany for 4 years. I got my truck license for the Bulldog, which is an armoured personal carer.
Ooh.
I was driving down the roads going to the train station to load
Okay.
the vehicles up.
Right. It's going to be instalments, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have to keep coming. We have to just get a coffee or something while we're waiting. Don't we? If everybody else is listening, are you keeping up with it so far? So far, so goody. Safari, so goody. Christopher
He was
Biggins.
going to load the vehicles up
Okay.
at
And it was
the
like this
train
big
station.
metal thingy that the army bombs surrounding. Hey, I was thinking that. I was just saying, whoops, I was just saying about Christopher Biggins. Oh dear, what a horrible thought there. I just thought of Christopher Biggins. Because of something you said. Safari so goody, you said Safari, and I thought of Safari so goody. Something blast from the 80s there. So Christopher Biggins used to do a show called Safari something. Safari so goody.
Oh yeah.
A pun on words. It was Christopher Biggins. Whoa, row, row your punt gently down the stream. Whoops a daisy, Christopher Biggins. Never been poked by a pig before. Christopher Biggins, yeah. The Biggins. A bit like the guy that died last year. Pal of his, I think. What was his name? Not a sailor. Nicholas Parsons. Nicholas Parsons. Yeah, he was the Sailor of the Century guy. And also, the reason I say that was Nicholas Parsons did some kind of narration in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And so too did Christopher Biggins, who was in the original Rocky Horror. That's why I was thinking of Rocky Horror.
For exercise.
This what, sorry?
For
Try and keep up with the reading, man.
For exercise, I think it says.
Yeah.
In Poland, there is signs all over the back in German and English saying "short brakes, stay back."
Oh yes, kind of warning signs.
The German guy just pulled out the Porsche garage, literally in a brand new.
Oh, we're waiting. What was it? Boxster? Was it Cayenne? Was it
Brand new
Carrera? Porsche Carrera, was it? I'm kind of like picturing the scene now. Porsche Carrera, maybe. Macron. Porsche. I'm going to go for Carrera.
I'm going to go with Boxster.
Oops, Greta's coming out there.
I'm going to go with Boxster.
You're going with Boxster. I'm going with Carrera.
Okay.
Spider. No, Spider Boxster.
Right, okay.
Spider or Boxster?
I'm going to
Porsche
say
Spider.
Boxster.
Boxer.
You're saying Carrera.
I'm saying Carrera, but still my favourite is still the Boxer. But
Yeah.
I'm saying in this situation we're going to be talking about Carrera.
Right. It literally had like 1 mile on the clock. That's it. So it was coming up to the lights that turned red.
On the Autobahn.
But the brakes, with the brakes on. Now when the brakes go on all three wheels at the back of the track vehicle.
Right, I'm with it. I'm waiting.
Dots.
Oh my word, yeah. I'm picturing the scene now. Want to know, is it a Carrera, mate? Is it a Porsche Carrera? Is it
Or a Boxster.
or Boxster? Or is it? You were having a competition going there. Is it a Boxster? Is it Carrera? What is it? We're waiting for Creepy to continue this story because we're sitting with anticipation as to what he's going to say next. Aren't we, madame? As to what's happening, and then we nearly must go and get something to eat, my dear.
Yeah.
Because then we're going to watch the football, aren't we? Watching the football. Liverpool against
I like
Man
this
United.
story.
I like the story, but it's not making for good
I'm going to read
broadcasting.
it all.
Yeah, really. Yeah, we're back on again now. But yeah, we're going to watch the football at 5
I'm
o'clock.
going to read it all again.
Yeah, summarise it. Yeah, you summarise
I
it
was
for
based in
anybody else
Germany
that's watching at
for 4
home.
years. I got my track license for the Bulldog, which
Cool,
is
cool, cool.
my personal career. I was driving down the road, going, right, okay, so, for exercise in Poland, there is signs all over the back of Germany in English saying short brakes, stay back.
Yeah.
Anyways, the German guy just pulled out the Porsche garage literally in a brand new. He literally had like 1 mile on the clock, that's it. So he was coming up to the lights that turned red, with the brakes on now. The brakes go on all three wheels, the back of the track vehicle. So the back of the track vehicle comes up,
Yeah.
This camera was following too close and wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't notice till the last minute, and all three wheels slammed on the front of his car. He got out moaning and shouting.
Oh my word. Bum,
He
bum, bum.
was like,
Not
well,
impressed.
what do you want us to do? Can you read? You were filling too close, idiots, you're lost.
Oh yeah, and he drove off.
We was like, well, what you want us to do? Can you read? You are filling too close, idiot, you're lost.
Oh my word. So actually, at the end, then it was the Porsche. Was it total then, and was it a Carrera, or was it a Boxster? This is what we're waiting for at the end here,
I'm
Creepy.
gonna say Boxster.
And I'm saying Carrera. Was it a Boxster or Carrera, or can you not remember? One of the two. But again, stories that are based around. Thanks for sharing that, mate. Because clearly, not just us that have had an incident with our beautiful Porsche. And again, do you call it Porsche or do you call it Porsche? Americans seem to call them Porsches, don't they?
So his car basically went to the scrap with 1 mile on
1 mile on it. Oh wow! It'd be one of those cars,
So
wouldn't it?
was it a Boxster?
Was it a Boxster?
Or a Cayenne?
Or was it a no,
Or
not
was
Ken?
it the Carrier? Sorry, I can't spell. Oh, right.
Carrera. It was a Carrera.
Carrera,
It was a Porsche. I got it! Yay! I knew it must be a Carrera.
Porsche. It was a Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche Carrera. I mean, now the thing is, with that, how happy would the guy have been that then would have actually not gone through the insurance and then just repaired it himself and then sold it on? Oh wow, yeah, one of those cars that have been written off by the insurance companies and then put back on the road again. That's a category C or a category, you read all about it all the time, don't you? But hey ho, Peter Quince. Yeah, glad there's not just us with a story attached to a great a machine that is the Porsche Boxster or Carrera or anything on that range. Beautiful. Anyway, mate, we're going to make a bit of a dart in a minute because we're going to make something to eat for Nanny and Grandad, aka my parents, aka Sophia's grandparents. So we're going to cut our little session.
I was sat laughing at me. Oh, trust me, you couldn't repair that. The front end was like a sandwich with 50 ton
Oh, I
lights on
see.
it, Lord.
Right, it was a Porsche sandwich. I can imagine it. Some of them do though, don't they? If they're only just like dinks, and they say, "Ooh, yes, it's going to cost a fortune. It's going to cost more than it's worth to be repaired." Not scam, isn't it? And then they repair it and then put it on the road. Never. Don't get me started on that anyway. But quite a few things like that that annoy us.
Yeah, definitely, Lord.
Definitely, just a little bit. So anyway, Sophia, in particular, thanks, Creepy Mate, for joining us today. I hope you're okay. Look, it should be knocking on. It was 12 o'clock when you were eating your food earlier, so you need to get yourself off to bed, get a good night's sleep to start the week ahead, which is week 4 of lockdown. 2 more weeks to go before we found out Bojo not being quite tight-lipped the other day about our opportunities and options as to what we're going to do next with the lockdown. I can't see how we can lock down anymore, but obviously there's also the big debate at the moment, isn't there, about, you'll not know this, Creepy, but there's a debate going on at the moment about that they're leaving so that more people can get vaccinated, they're giving each person there that are in the entitlement group just one vaccine, and then ideally they're giving them another one 3 months later. So at least there's some protection for more people. I get that. But apparently the World Health Organization don't agree with that, and they're trying to shorten it down, so that's what's happening at the moment here in the UK.
Ruby said, anyways, have a good night, guys, have fun. I need to ring the embassy tomorrow to try and get back to the UK, so I hope they can.
I know, yeah. So do I, mate. Let's keep us abreast with that, because it will happen. I'm sure you'll get yourself back over here really, really soon, mate.
Yeah, I heard on the news, mate.
Yeah, it's crazy. I get it, and I'm hoping that my parents get theirs again very, very soon. But at the same breath as well, I hope we get something as well.
Isn't that
as long as
the
they're
booster
sorted.
they're talking about 3 months later, though?
Yeah, they're talking about 3 months, but now they're talking about shortening that now to 8 weeks or 6 weeks even. I know now that it's just 2.5 weeks now since my parents had theirs, and they were supposed to go back in 2 weeks. That was the instruction at the time. Come back in 2 weeks. We'll make an appointment in 2 weeks. And then obviously all hell broke loose with the vaccine situation, and it's now, this will be 3 weeks this week, which is fine because I think, more people that get it, the better. Let's not be greedy. But I will be more happy when my parents get their second one. They know that they're
People
fully...
said, oh really, wow.
So I will sleep a little bit, to eat more easy in my bed as such. We both will, myself and Sophia, knowing that they've got 100% protection. Because there's something about the longer they leave it and it becomes less effective. It's all kicking off over here about that at the moment. So we've got to sit and wait and see what happens with that. But let's hope week 4, which is now, we get more and more people in that target zone of... you see, some parts of the country are still on the 80s plus, and yet other parts of the country that haven't got as many 80s plus in their area are now on the clinically extremely vulnerable. So don't get me started with that one because it's so confusing. The semantics behind it all, the wording, clinically extremely vulnerable and over the age of 50 or over the age of 70. It's all a bit of a mishmash.
Creep said keep us updated, but it only so much the news shows over here on the matter.
I know, we will do, mate. Anything
we
you want
will.
to know, obviously ask us. We'll tell you what we know. So that's where we are at the moment, mate. You have a good one. Thanks for joining us. And if you've been joining us, obviously, from and you've actually not joined the chat, and you've been waiting in the wings, listening, we say hi to you and enjoy the rest of your day too, and stay safe. And Sophia, do you want to end on a note about anything or in particular?
Thank you so much for joining us. If you have joined us in the background, thank you so much as well. Creepy and everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you all next time. Please remember to put the bell on so you can join us next time when we are live. Please don't forget to give this YouTube a thumbs up or a tamsack, and thank you so much for joining us. Creep said, no worry, appreciate it, guys.
Take care, no problem. You're always welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, my little panda. Great. As usual, here at Elysium Sophia, we always end on a note about some kind of hypothesis or some kind of reasoning behind health and well-being, which usually goes on the vein of look after yourself and remember to be true to yourself. Because even though we are a chat show now, we still have our roots of hypnosis, meditation therapy, and rejuvenation therapy. So if you're watching us back from our friends on the other side, and you're new to our channel, and you joined us the other day, and you're watching us, and then enjoy our videos. Look through our videos, enjoy them, and use our techniques to help you to unwind, to help you to relax, and to rejuvenate, and send messages to the areas of your body and your mind that need reparation. Because without doing that, then you can't be the best version of you that you can possibly be. But if you do that, then you will be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And as we mention all the time here, the NLP and Emile de Couret de Champagnat, every day and every way I'm getting better and better. And that's what you are. Because in every day and every way you are getting better and better. Because you are an amazing person. You are beautiful. You are ever so powerful. And you need to be strong. Because if you're strong, you can support the people who rely on you to be strong. And that is done by you taking time for you. Because you're special, you're unique, and you deserve to be happy. So join us again next time here at our home at Elysium Sophia. Take care. Thank you for joining us today. And again, if you've been watching it in the chat, and if you haven't, if you've been watching us from the wings, you've been welcome today. And a massive thank you and a massive namaste.